What it do? It's your favorite Texas boy, and we back with another video. So today I'm gonna dive into a subject that I think will make things clear for both sides, those who are local on the island and those coming from the States, because I've seen this conversation come up in a couple other videos in my comments. So I feel like I could provide some clarity on both sides. So, we could kind of, meet in the middle and have an understanding on why this is a topic, right? So first, let me say, shout out anybody new to the channel. If you're new, like, subscribe, comment, go check out all my channel. It's all about Puerto Rico. I moved out here from Texas about 10 months ago. It's probably about 10 months now. So living in Puerto Rico has been a blast. It's been amazing. The culture is beautiful. So I like to expound on that and tell people about that. But so today, man, look at this hotel too. I'm gonna start doing hotel reviews. I had been up there one time. It was great. The OLV, that's what it's called. That's a great hotel. But anyway, so let's get to the subject. But yeah, like, subscribe if you're new. I'm out here by the lagoon, the Condado. So what we're gonna talk about today, let me just get right into it, is why being black in Puerto Rico is a conversation, right? So I've tagged a few of my videos, being black in Puerto Rico, being a black person who's moved to Puerto Rico, and it does cause a little turmoil. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, hold on, let's look at this lagoon before we go. It does cause a bit of a conversation. Why? The reason it causes a bit of a conversation is because there's already black people here. Technically, there are already black people in Puerto Rico. Yes, this is true. This is absolutely 100% true. There's really black people everywhere, but there are a lot of black people already here in Puerto Rico. So why is it a conversation, or why is it a reason to put a tag that says black in Puerto Rico? There's black people here already, right? Okay. So this is why it probably gets a lot of attention, or maybe a lot of, clickbait or whatever you want to say, is because America does a good job of making Puerto Rican culture in certain areas in America. Like, I'm from Texas, so maybe people from down south can maybe speak more to this. America does a good job of making it seem like Puerto Rican culture has no connection to black culture or African culture. They do a real good job of pushing the European side. So first, let's do a little bit of education, right? All right, so a lot of people don't know this about Puerto Rican culture. Puerto Ricans are a mix of 3 different cultures, right? So you got African culture, you got Taino culture, and you got European culture. They're a mix of the 3. Right? And so they've been through the slave trade, they've done through all that too as well. So that's in their culture as well. But Puerto Rican culture is a mix of 3 different cultures, 3 separate cultures. So for those who don't know this, especially, I know a lot of my friends, and I would have never known this if I didn't move to Puerto Rico, because in Texas, or in lower south in the United States, besides a few of the Puerto Ricans that I know personally, shout out my boy Bruce, Joel, and all them, the Puerto Rican culture in Texas pushes more towards the European side of their culture. They don't really push towards the African side, the black side. You know what I'm saying? In the States, I mean this. So, we don't really get to see the side to where they rock with the African culture in Texas or in the South of the United States. We get to see the more acclimate, and in the United States in general, in the South, when it comes to Latin culture or Hispanic culture, most people will try to tell you, depending on where you're at, keyword, depending on where you at, they try to, assimilate more to the European side than the cultural side, depending on where you at. Texas for sure, they'll tell you that. Now, New York may be completely different. It might be completely different up there in New York, and I know that's where most of the Puerto Ricans in the United States are. So don't let me say that as if that's like a blanket statement for all Puerto Ricans in the United States. It's not. I'm just only speaking towards in the South and the experience that I've dealt with. with that being, oh yeah, it's beautiful out here. And the experience that I've dealt with, you know, we don't know that there's an African side to Puerto Rican culture. We don't know that there is a very deep-rooted connection to culture that we connect with as African Americans. So as African Americans, the reason this is such a big conversation is because as African Americans, we are not taught, or we are not informed that there is black people or a comfortable culture for African Americans in Puerto Rico. We're not taught that. We're actually taught the opposite. We're taught that it's not fun, it's not good, it's not a place to live, it's not a place that people want to be around. We're taught everything the opposite, and then I have to get down here myself and see that it's all a lie. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that this is why it's such a big conversation, because we don't know. We're uninformed. We're misinformed up there in the States, and it takes a guy like me to come down here. Like, so one of the biggest, oh gee, what's up, baby? Now you gotta get in with me this way. We on this side. And my man right here, my YouTube. What's up, baby? You all right? So yeah, like it's all love. Like again, it's all love down here all the time. But so for example, one of the blackest cities in Puerto Rico is called Louisa, right? It's a city out here called Louisa. It's right on the other side of Pink. Man, that's a postcard if I ever seen one. That's a postcard right there. So it's a city called Louisa. It's the most cultural town full of black people in Puerto Rico. They tell me to go there all the time. I will be heading there soon. I actually want to do something special for the town of Louisa. So that's why I've kind of been waiting, because I've been receiving so much information that I need to go to Louisa. I need to go to Louisa. So I don't want to go and not be prepared and don't get a good episode for y'all. So I'm taking my time with that one. And that's the reason why. But black culture is all over Puerto Rico. Black people are all over Puerto Rico. They look just like you and I. I seen my grandma walking down the street 20, 30 times already. So yeah, it's just, I just wanted to touch on it. That's why it's such a big topic and a big conversation, is because we're uninformed in the United States about what actually goes on in Puerto Rico. We're uninformed in the United States. Like most people, most of my friends didn't even know, again, that Puerto Rico can't even vote for the president, but we're a part of the United States, which is crazy. So that's another part of colonialism that they be speaking of and things like that. And we'll get deeper into that in other conversations. But that is why it's such a big conversation. We're misinformed. We don't know what's down here. The way that America presents it, it's like it'll be no black people down here unless they're here on vacation. That's how the States presents it. And then also, if you live in the South, even worse, is because the European side, because again, there's three different cultures in there. There's European, there's Taino, and there's African culture. The European side is what's pushed down up in Texas or in the lower states of the United States. So that's why it becomes such a conversation. So hopefully that clears it up for the locals who may not understand why it's a conversation, or why it might be such clickbait, or why people, you know, feed into that part so much. It's because the misunderstanding and the part that we just don't know what's going on down here. And then also with the climate of the United States going on right now, a lot of people are wondering if there are different alternatives for them. And a lot of people are wondering, are there other places where they could come and be helpful and bring, you know, value to where they're going, and not feel, you know, basically shitted on. You know, so, you know, it's all subjective, it's all perspective, but that's what I believe the real conversation is. And I just wanted to kind of touch on it, because I don't, it's like a big disconnect between Puerto Rico and the States, and especially black culture and Puerto Rican culture, on what's actually going on. So I'm doing my best to kind of just bridge the gap a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm making progress with that, and helping people to have some understanding about things they didn't understand prior. But that's why it's such a big conversation. That's why it has become, you know, a topic. Oh, somebody about to get a ticket. You about to get yourself run out right in front of a cop. But anyway, yeah. So I hopefully I explained, and that was clear enough to why it becomes a topic. We're not just trying to act like there's no black people in Puerto Rico. It's that most people don't know about the black skin and black people in Puerto Rico, and they make it seem like everyone is fair skinned, and you know. So I'm just hoping I'm bringing clarity, man. I'm just hoping I'm bringing clarity. So shout out to all the subscribers who continue to be with us. Again, we just passed 4K subscribers. Shout out to all the subscribers who continue to keep me informed and also continue to keep me, you know, in the loop. And my boy Chico, what's up, baby? How you? YouTube. Say what's up to YouTube, man. Yeah, hey. Man. Hey, man. This is my boy Chico right here. So, yeah, keeping me informed, keeping me in the loop, keep asking questions, keep giving me stuff to talk about. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna keep trying to bring you the information you need. Trill eats Texas all the way to Puerto Rico, moved out here, and again, I just want to make sure that everybody understands the culture, because up there in the States, we don't understand the culture. We just gonna be super real about it. We don't understand the culture, and we have to have somebody teach us about it. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Keep showing love, keep being on point, keep giving y'all game. And yeah, hopefully I can be the one to clear up all the misconceptions about why this and why that, why this and why that. So again, this video was about why being black in Puerto Rico has become a topic. Even though there are already black people in Puerto Rico, it's more about, I guess, the African-American perspective of us not being taught what's really here in Puerto Rico, or what really happens in Puerto Rico, who we will see, who we will run into, what our experience will be like. So I'm here to kind of clear that air. Clear park right here, man. I love to come sit out here, just think, put my ideas together, look at the chickens roam. Oh, well, this chicken just tried to kick a pigeon, so I don't know what's going on over here, but he definitely just tried to take that boy head off. But yeah, so this is where I come to just sit back, relax. But hopefully that gave a little bit more insight as to why y'all coming over here bothering me, man. What y'all want? What y'all want from me, man? But hopefully that gives insight as to why that is a topic of discussion. There are black people in Puerto Rico. There are already black people here. Very cultural place. I'm telling you, a lot of culture here. Puerto Rican culture is a mix of 3 different cultures: European culture, Taino culture, and African culture. What's up, big dog? You all right? Love. And so when you know that, you understand more about why there's a connection with African culture, and a deep African connection, and why there may be feelings when they say, why are y'all acting like there's no black people here? If you really know Puerto Rican culture, you know they're black. To keep it quite simple. They're black. So yeah, that's how we gotta do it. So again, shout out everybody who continues to keep me informed. Shout out to everybody who continues to keep me in the loop. And yeah, I'm gonna keep putting out more content, keep putting out more episodes, and we're gonna keep this thing rolling, man. All right, well, I'll see y'all next episode. Hopefully that clears some stuff up. If I made any mistakes, again, please feel free in the comments to correct anything I've said, because again, I'm all about correction and trying to be right. All right, talk to y'all soon. I'll see y'all next episode. Peace.